This video is part of the Trauma Informed Foundation series, and it is on what is interoception. Interoception is your ability to sense what is happening inside your body, which, like all the other parts of the Trauma Informed Foundation series, is a really crucial part of healing. And in my branding for working with me, I say this saying, which is helping you to come out of survival mode, restore your nervous system and reconnect with yourself. And it's the reconnect with yourself where interoception comes into play, because often when we have experienced extremely stressful or traumatic events that have put our nervous system into fight or flight, we become disconnected from our body, and our ability to connect with ourselves is disrupted and dysregulated. And this was very much the case for me with my experience. So working with interoception was what helped me to heal and to reconnect with myself and to move on with my life. Now, as this is a trauma-informed video, please do remember that you can stop and take a break and pause the video at any time. It's often quite common that when we're learning about things like this and about trauma, that we can feel some activation in our system. So just remember to take it slow and to take a break if you need to, and you can always come back and watch this video when you feel like you have more capacity to do so. So interoception is our body's ability to sense our internal signals. This is things like basic physiological needs, like our need to go to the bathroom, our need to drink, our need to sleep, our need to eat, whether we are hot or cold, and our heart rate, our breath, etc. It plays a central role in healing trauma and nervous system regulation, and in rebuilding trust with ourselves and our body, because often trauma really disrupts our ability to connect with our body. You may have seen online on social media, there's a post that goes around that says overthinking is underfeeling, and often when people come to do the somatic work and come to explore somatic trauma healing, they've felt really disconnected from their bodies for a long time, and they've suffered from a lot of chronic overthinking and ruminating thoughts. And often what happens is when we don't feel safe to be in our body, we end up more in our mind. And part of healing trauma is bridging that gap and helping us become more embodied and build our interoception and be able to listen to our body. Also, a lot of people will say, myself included, that they feel like they have no gut instinct, that they don't have any intuition left either. This is also kind of connected to our ability to sense what it is that we want, what it is that we need, what it is that we feel. So there is the base physiological side of understanding interoception, but there's also that emotional sensing and feeling side as well. So in trauma healing, a lot of the work, that's not true. Some of the work, depending on where you are in your healing journey and in your relationship with your practitioner, you will be invited to explore what it is that you feel inside. So a good example of this is, let's say somebody comes to me and they're saying, I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety. And I will say to them, okay, can you tell me what anxiety feels like? And that person often would respond with, I feel like I'm really worried about the future. I feel like I'm too anxious to go outside, or I feel like I can't stop thinking about things, and then I will invite them to say, what does anxiety feel like? How do you know that you feel anxious? And for a lot of people, it has been a very long time since they've been able to connect with those sensations and identify, how do I know I feel anxious? What does anxiety feel like? And begin to reconnect with their body. Now, after we've been experiencing trauma and been in survival mode, and the body has been in this state of alert, slowing down and reconnecting with ourselves can feel really overwhelming. So we have, for some people, and that sense of overwhelm can also feel not safe. So we have to do this gently, and this is again why you should work with a trauma trained practitioner and not necessarily attempt to do this by yourself, because a trauma trained practitioner will hold space for you, will be watching you, will be there supporting you, and will be able to titrate you in and out of that experience. So just experiencing it a little bit at a time, and then coming back and helping you to notice and to stay grounded and to orient and to cultivate safety and to build capacity to do the work. So often interoception is the information that is coming from inside the body about how we feel before we think about it. And it is about having our ability to notice what is going on. And we don't necessarily need to make meaning out of it. We don't want to judge it. We just want to hold space for what it is that we're sensing and what it is that we're feeling. And often this in practice will look like us exploring, where is this sensation in the body? Does it have a temperature? Does it have a texture? Does it make a sound? We can explore all of these questions that really help you to play around with connecting with your body that is having these sensations at the moment. And through time and through practice and through support, then this helps you to feel safe in your body, feel safer in your environments, hopefully. I mean, external in environments where nothing that is threatening is happening in the external environment. And to reconnect with yourself and to build capacity to do the work. So the benefits of this work is that when your interoception comes, when you build a better relationship with your interoception, it allows you to be able to notice what's happening and to respond to it rather than react. So in real time, it's extremely important in helping many of us to break old patterns and cycles, and to not have those automatic fight-flight responses that the body previously has been so accustomed to going into. It helps us notice when that's happened, and if we've got that capacity at the time, then we can make a choice. We have the agency. We can make a choice to decide what it is that we want to do, instead of our body being in that survival state and doing things for us. So that's a little bit about what interoception is. It's a really big part of somatic trauma healing work, often. If you are on your healing journey and you are looking for some support, my name is Donna Louise, and I'm a trauma-trained somatic practitioner, a functional breathwork coach, a clinical EFT practitioner, and also a trainee counsellor. And I help people to get out of survival mode, to restore their nervous system, and to reconnect with themselves again. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you've got any comments, questions or concerns, go ahead and put them in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. And reach out to me if you are interested in booking a session. Okay, until the next time, take very good care.